Okay, we've got a Lugia mirror, everyone's favorite. Going into round number, I don't know what round we're in. Round number 3. Wait, no, round number... Back-to-back round number 3s? I think they maybe did. Everyone's favorite, Lugia mirror. Both players starting the Raikou. That's cool. Prize cards. Double Aurora prize for Andre. So if they don't actually run the speed, they can't actually use their Raikou, and they are going first. They do play the speed, though. There it is. You'll appreciate 1313 sub there, Fink. That's the first time I think I've ever seen the speed actually draw cards. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. It might be the first time. Maybe not. We're cooking, though. Chops from Demetrius. Capping. Grab some Lugia action, probably. Doesn't, like, double Lugia here, with how the start went for Andre, I don't know if you have to stress double Lugia here from... you probably still want to stress it, to be honest. Research, getting ready, double chops, classic. Does want to find the second Lugia V here. Better safe than sorry, but also you kind of want Manaphy here as well. It's actually a little bit weird for Demetrius. Like, if you get the Manaphy, if you get the Lugia, well, if you get the Lugia, if you get the Manaphy, if you get the Lugia, you don't have the Manaphy. If you get the Manaphy, you don't have the Lugia. Goes for the Manaphy, and if you get Manaphy and Lugia, you don't have the bench space for double Archeops. That's awkward. And there's the pass. Does Andre have the knockout on the Lugia? I don't think so. Maybe, though. There's the research. I can't see the hand. We did discard a chops. It might just see... Andre might just have to Raikou KO the Raikou here of Demetrius. That is like a super inefficient attack. I think a powerful energy did bite the dust there as well there for Andre. I think so. Yo, appreciate the 29 months there. Master Ball Ben. When is dude coming back? After Vancouver. I'm sorry, bringing back the more regular streams with that kind of stuff. Yeah, after Vancouver. Our quick ball away chops for Andre. Does get the double chops here. We're double chopping. That's going to be attack with the Raikou. Could possibly see a Luminian attack. Balls for a Pumpkaboo. Interesting to go for the Pumpkaboo. Actually is curious to go for the Pumpkaboo there. Either the hand has all the other basics that they want, the options up. There's the Guru. So that is what I was going to bring up next. Like, wouldn't you rather have Guru here? Right, there's the double Aurora for Andre. This does mean you can't use Yveltal as Andre anymore, though, I don't think. I don't think there's a... No, you probably have a Heat or a Hiding. So it is possible, but you need double Aurora off the prize cards from Andre to actually use the Yveltal anymore. Comes second chops. Probably going to load up some energy on the Lug. Yep. The V-Guard and the Powerful. I would definitely say Demetrius isn't not in a terrible spot here, though, to be honest, for sure. Had a cleaner setup. And, yeah, already, like... Andre's like already not overextending, but like has quite a bit extended, and the prize cards are a little bit awkward. Manaphy push from Demetrius. I think this means looking for an attack with Luminian. Makes sense. Luminian knock out the Raikou, probably repush up the Manaphy. That does open up the Stoutland play here. Oh, we're going for the capture. This makes sense as well. Ooh, there's the Snorlax. Aggressive Snorlax here from Demetrius. Okay. So Snorlax getting in play aggressively. I do like this. I'm a big fan of the Snorlax. I'm a big Snorlax fan. So Snorlax can get the KO here on the Raikou, and then it puts Andre in a little bit of an awkward spot because you don't want to attack with Archeops, you don't want to attack with Yveltal. That's what's so cool about the Snorlax is none of your attackers line up well into Snorlax how you'd want to from Andre. Now if you have a boss here as Andre, or potentially a Gust KO on the Lugia, that would be fine as well. But that's why Snorlax is so good, because in the Lugia mirror, if you have like a clean setup like Demetrius has here, there's no good attacker for Andre here. If you attack with an Archeops with triple powerful, well, then you lose an Archeops with triple powerful. If you attack with Lugia, you attack with a 2-prizer into a 1-prizer, and that's what this usually forces, actually, on Andre's side. Is you have to attack with a 2-prizer into a 1-prizer, which is just not very efficient. So, yeah, I'm liking Demetrius' spot here in this one. Of course, let's see how it plays out. Lugia mirrors are Lugia mirrors. Andre's going to go for the setup on this Lugia, it looks like. It's 2 more powerful, so that's like all the powerfuls pretty much gone here for Andre. So, you know, this actually opens up like another line here later on potentially for Demetrius in the late game where like when you go, if you end up with like chops on chops action, then Andre's not going to have powerful energy for their chops to KO your chops. I guess you'll have Charizard at the end game though. So there's still the Charizard eventually, but And Charizard's also like not a great attacker into the Snorlax either in the early game because it would cost so much energy. And now there's a 2-prizer in play here for Andre, but going for the boss. So getting aggressive here with the boss, I assume... it's going to be interesting, actually. I assume it's going to go to take out a Chops, one of Demetrius's Chops here. Actually, I have no clue, to be honest. I don't play enough Lugia Mirror to really, like... What are we KOing here? KO the Yveltal. Yveltal would also seem like a reasonable KO, because then if Demetrius doesn't have... Oh, it goes for the Lugia. Wait, does... Oh, okay. Andre just has... Wait, I'm so confused. What? Did they just scoop? Is that a scoop phase scenario? Do you just scoop there every time? What? Can't you, like, Yveltal that back and then you're still in the game? Is it Lugia Mirror that simple? Dude, what the heck just happened? Is this how Lugia Mirror goes? Has it evolved so much that everyone just knows when they lose by turn 3? Am I trolling? Like, are they trolling? Is this really where Lugia Mirror has gone? I'm so confused. Why did they just scoop? Do you scoop there? Could Demetrius not use Yveltal that turn? Also, is Demetrius actually up 1 game? I assume so. Oh, they don't have a lot of time left. There's only 14 minutes left. But I feel like Demetrius didn't lose here. Did Demetrius really just lose here? Is the game over? I feel like the game's not over. So I guess it is fair. So Demetrius is up 1-0. They only have 14 minutes left in the round. We're like in the middle of a set here. We came into the middle of a set. So Demetrius is like, all right, I just want to go to game 3 because I think I'll have an advantage. I just don't think Demetrius loses here. I really don't. I don't think Demetrius just loses here. This is actually one of the things about not having the twin in this list. I don't know if Demetrius plays the twin or not. Actually, we could try and pull up some lists here. Let's see if either of these players made day 2. My guess would be yes, but... How do you spell Andre's name? All right, Andre did not make day 2. Neither did Demetrius. Okay, my guess would have been both of them would have made day 2, but... I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, this is when you like because like a good response here from Demetrius would have been Andre goes boss KO and then you go Snorlax boss KO Luminium before it gets a chance to go back to the deck. And you chase this Lugia down later and you still got a shot. That's why the twin is really nice on the Snorlax as well. But most people don't play the twin. You just like set them up with the but yeah, that I don't know. That feels trolling. I feel like there's still a shot here for Demetrius. Maybe I'm trolling. You know, it's possible I'm trolling. It is possible. I don't play that much Lugia Mirror. Obviously, I don't really play the... This is definitely not Alex and Amy, but let it slide. Yeah, I don't really play a lot of Lugia, so maybe I'm the one who's trolling and they just know. It's possible. All right. Getting into the other game now. It's game 3. Game 3, round 3, second round 3. Take a look at the prize cards here. Stoutland prize. Actually, the prize cards are looking pretty clean. The choice belts prize here, though, from Andre, which is not great. We don't know Andre's exact list. Is it a double choice belt list? Is it not? You know, what is the list? Is the question. Opening hand here from Demetrius looks fine. Got the capture for the Lugia. No chops in the discard pile, but does have a research in the hand. Does have Evolution Incense as well, so could get a chop in the discard pile that way. And here from Andre is just Marnie. Okay. I think there was an Evolution Incense, but I don't think there was a way to discard a chops there. So just Marnie here. Oh, it looks like Andre might also play the Snorlax. I think I saw it in that hand. Maybe I'm wrong. It could have just been the Guru. It was just the Guru. I was wrong. Ooh, no second Lugia. Here we go. This is going to be a big Primate Wisdom. Minion on top. Nope. Not the second Lugia. Goes with the Evolution Incense. I actually don't know if I like that Evolution Incense because there's no way to discard. Oh, let's take it back. There actually is a way to discard. But it's actually just a really weird discard from Andre now because you got to go Aurora to the active. Discard the chops. But then I guess you have to give up. You have to read the wind away your Lugia VSTAR, which it just has to be the Lugia VSTAR here, I feel like. Whoa, doesn't actually read the wind there. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. Actually, cards are good. I don't know. Cards are good. More cards, the better. All right. Demetrius is up. Research, ditch it all. Looking for a knockout on this Lugia this turn. Just got to dig deep for it. I don't know if we're there yet. Ooh, I think Demetrius maybe whiffed here. Evolution Incense for the chops. Quick ball away the chops. I think that's... Is that double chops in the discard pile? That might be just solo chops in the discard pile. I'm going to go for the Guru. Maybe you just get the reach with the Guru if it is double chops in the discard pile. I don't know if it is, though. Goes for a pumpkin. So definitely does not have it here. So Andre survives the turn. 8 minutes left. Powerful to Lugia. And the pass. All right. Andre's feeling pretty good about that. There's the Lugia VSTAR from Andre. And then we see the Primate Wisdom here. I don't know what that is putting on top of the deck. Maybe it was a Archeops and then the Marnie. Putting Ultra Ball on top of the deck. Seems pretty good to me. All right. So I think we got it here for Andre. Double chops coming out. Oh, had the chops and the quick ball in the hands. That's really good. Now, double chops online here for Andre. Go ahead and grabs the Manaphy to play around the Raikou. And here come the chops. And we're probably just swinging with Lugia here as Andre. It's not a great trade. You don't really want to swing with Lugia into a Yveltal, but I don't know if we're really doing... I don't know what else you'd really do here. Chop, chop. Double powerful and a V-Guard on the active, making it a little bit harder. You are getting rid of the Yveltal here, so a return knockout from Demetrius is pretty unlikely, to be honest. I guess Charizard Choice Belt. Yeah, I mean, Lugia, if you get the Choice Belt, I guess you're cooking anyways. Yeah, I actually felt like Demetrius shouldn't have conceded the game 1, to be honest. That's how I feel. I don't know. Or game 2, my bad. All right, Research Grab has the Choice Belt off the rip here as well from Demetrius. So, Choice Belt immediately comes down. Did prize a powerful, but you should be able to do it with 3 powerful, right? Unless I'm... Oh, whoa. I don't know if I like that discard or the attachment now, because now if you draw a powerful here as Demetrius, did not draw a power... A little bit fortunate there, I feel like. Did not draw a powerful. But if you had drawn a powerful there as Demetrius, you wouldn't have been able to actually get the knockout here. So I don't know if I like that attach of the Aurora there, to be honest. Of course, you don't want to run out of energy, but I don't know. Interesting. Quick ball away on a Lug. Gonna grab another attacking option. Goes for Luminion, so must not have too much in the hand. Here comes the Summoning Star, and then we will see the return knockout. And then over to Andre. Will Andre have the Yveltal return? This is where you go with Yveltal, right? You want Yveltal. Charizard Choice Belt is okay, but I think you want the Yveltal here because you want to save your Charizard to answer the Snorlax as Andre. So you really want Yveltal KO here as Andre. That's ideal. Boom, goodbye. Here comes Manaphy. Draw for turn. No, well, there's no Manaphy in play for Demetrius, but there's also not that great of Raikou targets anyway. So I think Andre is definitely looking to cook with Yveltal this turn. Off the bat with the Primate Wisdom, though. That's not a good sign of a good hand, I feel like. Oh. Quick ball. Okay, but that's a card that finds a Yveltal. Gets rid of a Boss, though. Boss is a good one as well. Is the Yveltal in the deck? Let's count energy as well. Like I said, no real good energy prized for Andre. Like the prize cards are super clean for Andre. A little bit more iffy for Demetrius. But the Yveltal, Demetrius' Yveltal is cooked, so... Powerful to the active. Does lose a powerful here. This is once again where Snorlax is really good. Snorlax swinging into the Yveltal this turn right here. Well, you know what? To be honest, the Luminion is a little bit better of an attacker. I was hyping up my man Lax, but to no avail. This is actually the better play. Get the Luminion off the board. You could push Snorlax here actually as Demetrius. And I think that is what, yeah, Demetrius is going to push the Lax. Could have benched Raikou and pushed that instead. But the Snorlax makes it awkward for Andre to respond. You either have to set up your Charizard with an extra energy, or you have to attack with an Archeops with double powerful. And if you attack with an Archeops with double powerful, then Demetrius will just respond with Charizard or Archeops with double powerful. And then you have one Archeops in play, down 3 powerful at that point, which means your Archeops can't respond to their Archeops. You're kind of in trouble. So the Snorlax actually just being pushed here is pretty good. It's not even attacking. That's how good the Snorlax is. Ultra Ball, Chops, and Dunning. What are they going to go for? There's the Charizard, though, so the Charizard does have to come out here. But that does mean this can still kind of play into Demetrius to respond to Charizard with Charizard, which once again puts Andre on the back foot for the Archeops trade-off. And there's no easy knockouts in play for Demetrius either. There's no Manaphy, there's no Guru, so Chops without Powerfuls aren't really taking knockouts here. The Heat Energy is prized, though, for Demetrius, which means Andre could get the return knockout with just a double powerful Archeops. I almost feel like... Ooh. Oh, they have their own Heat Energy here, though. The Heat Energy actually is big here for... No, it's not that big, actually, because it's going to be a Charizard response here from Demetrius. And this Charizard will only need 1 energy. But there's no Heat Energy for Demetrius, which isn't great. Actually, no, you could get the KO with the Luminion here. Actually, I take it back. Goes and grabs a Boss. Yeah, you just KO with Luminion here. I forgot about that. Like, Luminion just actually just knocks out... Luminion just knocks out the Zard. I guess then you push your Zard up here as Demetrius. Okay, I like this. We could see Andre go. Andre could respond with their own Luminion. Andre could also go boss KO Archeops with Archeops, as long as they then had a response to the Charizard on the next turn. So yeah, Andre could go boss KO Archeops here. As long as they can have a response to the Charizard on the next turn, I could see that being a pretty good play. We'll see what Andre goes for. Could also just go Archeops, knockout The problem with Archeops knockout Charizard, though, is if you don't have 4 powerful, then it's going to be hard to take a KO. Oh my gosh, Andre is like gassed on energy here. Okay, draw for 2. There's 3 powerfuls down, double Aurora, plus a heat. So Archeops can't be the response here for Andre. Actually, what can be the response here for Andre? Luminion does get the KO on the Charizard. That is a thing. Demetrius didn't bench any other shenanigans. So Andre's turn 0 here. What if you just like left the... No, leaving the Charizard on the active doesn't sound that good. In my head for a second, I was like, well, maybe. Andre trolled by attaching 3 powerful to the first Lugia. Yeah, maybe could have avoided that. Maybe could have gone with a double turbo instead. Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, I think you're right, maybe. Andre could have gone with... Andre possibly could have gone with the other play. Okay, here comes an Ultra Ball. It's going to be tough. Luminion is like probably Andre's only response to the Charizard. Then you need to send up something after that that can't be KO'd. So I think Andre needs to also find a Lugia V and go Luminion, knockout Charizard, Marnie, send up Lugia V, and then try and win with Lugia V on the next turn into a VSTAR. Oh, it's just Luminion Pass, though. Hey, Demetrius. Chops coming down. So I'm curious to see what Andre's actually playing for here. What is Andre playing for here? If that was Andre's play, what is the play? Zard is set up. Maybe Andre's just going to send up second Chops next turn and then just hope that Demetrius doesn't have an answer to it. Lugia V gets KO'd by Stoutland. I mean, you got to do something, though. You can't just do nothing. But you have to be able to, like, retreat to the Stoutland as well. You have to get the Stoutland, get 4 energy on it, and retreat the active Chops. Like, you could hope that they don't have attachment for turners. Yeah, I mean, you got to do something as opposed to nothing. This feels like Andre did nothing here. I don't know. I would assume Andre has some kind of play, though. I would assume Andre has some kind of play here. We'll see, though. Second Chops. Is it just Chops Pass? It might just be Chops Pass, to be honest. All right. Or I guess you go Chops, Chops plus Luminion for... Luminion for Marnie, I guess. Reduce the hand size. That Demetrius has a pretty big hand, so... Taking a research, though. And there's Chops. I guess... Andre can retreat to Luminion, I guess, this turn. Yeah, Andre can retreat to Luminion this turn, and then hope it doesn't get KO'd, I guess. I would assume that's what's happening here. There's the research. But I'm pretty sure Demetrius just has game in hand. We'll see. There's the 7. I don't think it's good enough, though. Yeah, I don't think there's really ever an out for... It has to retreat to the Lugia V, I guess. A little bit beefier. But yeah, the Stoutland is still an option here for Demetrius, potentially. Another Lugia V. Got to play around the escape rope, of course. And pass. Or does Demetrius have it? I assume Demetrius does have it, but we'll see. Just needs to attack with, like, literally anything. Yeah, I think as long as Demetrius has a boss... Okay, here we go again. One more there. Attach. Then boss up. Manaphy retreats. And knock out with the Chops. All right, that's it. That was a interesting game. Yeah, I mean, I guess it worked out for Demetrius to concede. Game 2 super quick. I don't think Demetrius had to concede, but I thought Demetrius still had a shot there, but I guess not. And that was an interesting game 3. A little bit of whiffs back and forth. That's, I mean, Lugia Mirror, I guess. All right, now we get to see game I've been waiting for. Sanders broken new control deck. There was quite a few people. I thought I saw on Twitter that quite a few people actually played this deck, the Dream Ball deck. I don't think any of them made day 2, unfortunately. But I thought I saw that quite a few people actually played the Dream Ball deck. Sanders already getting ready for rotation, playing these Guard 4 decks. All right, here we go. Sander with Guard 4 Dream Ball. I don't know if I'd call it control or not, but whatever you want to call it. Lays out the prize cards a little bit differently because of Peonia, to make it easier to kind of work with the Peonia. And then Arnie playing Lost Box. So I think the goal in this matchup for Arnie is definitely going to be just get to Sableye and spread a lot of damage in play. I actually don't know what Sanders' win conditions are. I don't actually know what Sanders' win conditions are in this matchup, to be honest. I have no clue. I have no clue. Could not tell you what the win conditions are. Maybe someone in chat knows. Yeah, I'm sure Arnie's going to be looking for maybe some early cram, but then probably trying to get to Sableye as soon as possible. And just start pinging damage in play. KOing. Ooh, already. Got to choose between the Rod and Sableye, but you definitely want to keep the Rod there, I think. I think it's actually a missequence there from Arnie, though, overall, to be honest. And we did see the punish there. You probably should put down the Greninja first and then just use Greninja before using the Comfey there. So I think it was actually a misplay there from Arnie. Should have Greninja'd first, and you would have drawn both those cards. And then between Escape Rope and Dragonite, probably could have given up the Escape Rope off the Comfey. Dragonite, you probably want to keep because you probably have no clue, or not too much of a clue, what the heck Sanders playing. I don't know. Maybe Arnie's got the inside scoop on the deck and actually knows exactly what Sanders trying to cook here, but I would assume that's probably not the case. So Sanders' deck is a Dream Ball deck. The attacker is Charizard to like actually activate the Dream Balls. And I believe it does play quite a few Peonia. So your Peonia and... Wait, how does the deck work again? If you take the Dream Ball off the prize cards, you search your deck for a Stage 2 Pokemon and put it on your bench. So I assume there also has to like be... I assume there also has to be Guru in here to actually prep your top deck. That'd be my guess. We'll see, though. We'll see what this cap grabs. Any Pokemon? Dream Ball's any Pokemon? Okay. Get another Ralts, right? Get a knockout. Dream Ball gets Espeon VMAX. Okay, so that's your out here. Is you get the Espeon VMAX. That protects your board. Okay, interesting. We'll see if it's enough. There is the Guru. Like I mentioned, I think there is going to probably be a Guru in here. Pretty good hand. That's a pretty, looks like a pretty good opening hand here from Sander, to be honest. It's the Guru. That's going to be able to prime it with some of the specific Pokemon you want to get with the Dream Ball back into the deck. I wonder if there's like any... Is there any shenanigans early game attacker for the Lost Box matchup? I mean, Lost Box Pokemon do not have very much HP, so you can like take them down pretty quick. Here comes some Schwizdom. Interesting to get that over a Ralts, to be honest. That actually is interesting, especially with the Level Ball in hand. I would feel like you'd maybe want to say the Level Ball for earlier, but you could have got like a triple Ralts here from Sander. Maybe that's just not as good as I think it is. Goes and gets another Ralts. All right, we're cooking. And then we'll see a Gourmandize here for a couple. Has the Air Balloon in hand as well. Maybe that's why we prioritize the Guru here as Sander. Get the Air Balloon on the Guru. Might just hold it, though. We'll see. And thinking about it. Goes the Air Balloon on the Ralts, actually, instead. And then go ahead and Gourmandize for 3 or 4 here. Yeah, the goal is to draw a prize card as Sander at some point. Sooner than later. Oh, you could theoretically play a Moltres in this deck, right? You could play a Moltres, because you do play Magma Basin, I'm pretty sure, here, as Sander. Interesting choices there from Arnie. Gives up the Drapion. I don't know if I love that. But I guess, yeah, you probably don't need it in this matchup. I was like trying to think if you'd ever want it. And like I said, we're trying to get to Sableye as soon as possible here from Arnie. Once again, Arnie not using Greninja first. Definitely want to see Greninja first. Just is optimal to go Greninja first if you're going to Greninja. And I think you're always going to Greninja here as Arnie. You want to dig for cards. Have we seen a Colress here? No, Arnie did use a Colress, right? Or am I tripping? Escape Rope here. I like the Escape Rope here. Want to hit that, get a Cram hit ideally. Escape Rope pushes Guru. Now the Cram won't KO the Guru, but that's kind of fine. You just get that hit in there ideally, and then you're kind of cooking from there. You'll appreciate the 14-1-3 sub there, Flying High. And the 51-3 sub there, Ice Stark. Primate Wisdom. Where are the Crams, though? No Crams for Arnie. Gonna go ahead and attach to a Greninja here. Option a Greninja to do some spread damage next turn. Even this turn, potentially, I guess it could have happened. Arnie could have gotten double KO on the Ralts, which would have been pretty good to shut down the draw power from Sander. Sure, Sander is wasn't feeling too scared of it, though. I think there's only one in the Lost Zone from Arnie off the rip there. And now I'm sure he's going to probably be prioritizing Manaphy here as well. No, prioritizes Charizard. Gonna get the Manaphy off the capture, maybe? Okay, Manaphy off the capture. Yeah, the Zard is getting set up already. But if Arnie doesn't KO anything, like, this is the thing with this matchup, though. If Arnie just, like, spreads damage, it doesn't KO anything. I don't know. But I guess eventually the Charizard will attack, right? You're threatening, like, okay, if you don't take any prize cards, my Charizard will attack eventually. But what if Arnie just, like, puts 4 on Charizard and is only threatening the knockout on Charizard the turn before it attacks, and then just, like, kind of spreads damage to everything else? And then Sander has to, like, reset up the Charizard. I don't know. I don't know how many shenanigans Sander has in the deck to set up the Charizard, but I think that's probably how Arnie should approach this matchup, is spread damage to everything, and then kind of threaten the knockout on... Spread damage to everything and kind of threaten the knockout on the Charizard right before it attacks. And then knock it out. It's got some Dream Balls and a Pal Pad hitting the prize cards from Sander after the Peonia use. So the Dream Balls are set up. We just need to take a knockout here from Sander. That's the goal now. Comfy number 1. Once again, before... Definitely got a loss on the Heavy Ball. See, this is why checking your prize cards is so important. Oh, the Heavy Ball take is so bad here from Arnie, because there's only a Manaphy prize. I don't think Manaphy matters in this matchup. So this is a terrible trade-off here from Arnie. This is why you check your prize cards. Love to see Arnie getting punished here, I'm not going to lie. Nothing important prized. In fact, you maybe just want to leave the Manaphy in the prize cards just in case Sander does Roxanne or Marnie U. So, I'm not going to lie. You'd love to see the punish here. Now you don't have a Colress return here, I believe, as Arnie. So, and also hasn't used Greninja yet. You want to open up with the Greninja. I don't know what kind of build Arnie is playing, though, so maybe he doesn't want to run out of energy. So I could see... Gets bailed out, though. Finds a Colress. All right. You don't love to see that. We prefer to see the punish. Ooh, okay. Super good Colress there. There are the Crams. There they've been hiding. Found them finally. Might just end up with a Cram punch here from Arnie. I think you definitely want to keep the Guru trapped in the active. He's thinking about using Greninja now, it looks like. I don't think you're using Greninja as like an attacker in this matchup. You definitely want to get to 10. I think Arnie could have maybe got to 10 and actually attacked with Sableye this turn. No Sableye in the hand, though. That's right. We lost it earlier in the game. Arnie did get punished on that one earlier. There's a Primate Wisdom. Still not using Greninja this turn. I think that's fine. I don't know. You should really want to get into the Sableye as soon as possible. So I wouldn't have hated, like, going back into another Comfy. But the 110 damage is pretty good. All right. Sander's loading up the Zard. And there is... Okay, and there is a Marnie. Okay. They're trying to take away Sander's Marnie or something. I don't know what was going on. All right, there's the Marnie. Fresh 5 for Sander. Ideally, probably looking for another Kirlia here. And this might actually stop Arnie from actually getting to a Sableye on the 3rd turn here. I mean, turn 2 Sableye's tough. Arnie almost got there, though, with 9 in the Lost Zone. Yeah, Arnie almost got to that turn 2 Sableye. I believe that would have been turn 2. But turn 3 Sableye might be tough here as well for Arnie with that Marnie happening. Marnie for Arnie. All right, there was a Make Do. Well, not a Make Do. It's basically a Make Do. A Refinement. Now I'm calling it Make Do instead of Trade. There was a trade from Sander. Let's call them all trade. Trade from Sander. Now we get the Primate Wisdom. Will we find a second Kirlia for Sander? No, just a pass. Isn't able to move the Guru either. A net, air balloon, and an energy here for Arnie. Arnie's close to using Sableye. This will get him to 10. And there's the... What a draw! That's literally everything that they need. Sableye coming down. Energy to Sableye. Air balloon to the active. But where will Arnie put the damage? Like I said, I want to see 4 on Charizard. And then spread the rest out. I want to see 4 on Charizard and spread the rest out. Don't take any prize cards as Arnie. I don't think you want to draw prize cards here and give Sander the Zard. So... Alright, so I want to see 4 on Zard. I think Arnie is going to KO the Manaphy here. My question would also be, like, does Sander have another way to take prize cards? What I'd be curious about. 5 and KO. Ooh, alright, does KO the Manaphy. I don't hate the KO on the Manaphy. It does set up for potential Greninja play next turn to KO Curlia and Ralts. That's pretty good. But, like I said, I think you just want to leave as much damage in play as possible. And just go 4 to Zard. Threaten the knockout on that. So whenever Sander threatens the attack with it, you just knock it out the turn before. And then you spread some damage everywhere else. You can KO the Manaphy later, I feel like. You can just KO the Manaphy later. Alright, level ball from Sander. Finally going to see second Curlia hitting the field. That's been, I think, a little bit unfortunate for Sander to have not set up a second Curlia at this point, to be honest. Yeah, I think a little bit unlucky from Sander for sure. What is the win con? Like, once you set up, what is the win con for Sander's deck, though, once you set up? Once you set up the Espeon, what is the win con in Sander's deck? I actually still don't know what the win condition is against Lost Box. Like, once you set up Espeon VMAX to stop Sableye from spreading damage, what is your win condition after that? Do you have a win condition after that? There has to be a win condition after that, but what is it? All right, Bird Keeper into the Curlia. Get some more cards. There's the Regigigas VSTAR in the... I don't know what matchup that's for either. Maybe you swing with that. Some Wisdom happening. Taking prizes with Zard, I think. So you just like attack it over and over again with Zard? Interesting. So if Arnie just gets far enough ahead on the prize trade, the Zard strategy just doesn't work, right? Because like, if Arnie just draws enough prize cards, then you just win the game. Attack with Greninja. Snorlax KO Zard. Another capture here from Sander. Gets the Manaphy back into play. But the Zard's under threat now. So now Arnie can KO the Zard. Yeah, now Arnie can KO the Zard before the Zard KOs you. See. Magma Basin. So Zard's attacking this turn. Sander got there. Fire. Okay. Zard gets a knockout. Dream Ball becomes the Espeon VMAX. I still don't see how this wins, though. Yeah, I still don't see how this is going to win. Because Zard's going to get knocked out next turn. Like, by the Greninja at the very least. Or ideally a Cram probably for Arnie. Yeah, Cram swinging here. Okay, knockout. Dream Ball. Play Dream Ball. Dream Ball gets... I mean, I assume Espeon VMAX, but there's some other targets in here. On VMAX. Okay. Once again, I don't see this... I don't see how you win the prize trade from here on out, though. Let's see, though. Sure, Arnie's just going to be digging for a Cram here. How's a boss? Is thinking about boss, maybe? Ooh, could boss the Espeon? I would just take the knock on the active with a Cram if you could here as Arnie, I think. Save the boss for later. Ooh, the Recycler and a Water. Recycler's pretty good. The Water. Has a Cram in hand. Has the boss. I was thinking about using the boss. I don't think I like this boss use here. I don't like the boss. But boss KO on the Manaphy, I'm not against that, to be honest. But I think you should Cram KO the active here first. Remove that threat from play. Just KO the active here with Cram, I think, for sure, from as Arnie. Gonna Raihan here to dig a little bit deeper, it looks like. I think there was a Cram in the hand for Arnie there. There might not have been, to be honest. Eyeing up the Rod. Goes for the Rod grab. So it's feeling a little bit short on resources, I guess. Or is maybe trying to attack with Sableye this turn? Sableye, Lightning, Psychic. Sure. I don't know why Arnie's stressing the Sableye this turn, or stressing the Rod this turn. Does play 2 Raihan as well, actually. One's now used. They're in the prize cards. Probably no Birdkeeper. Has the boss. Probably doesn't play Roxanne either. Okay, there's the Cram. Thinking about the capture. Already attached return, though, I believe, to the Greninja. Yeah, I mean, I like this. Cram knockout. Arnie seemed pretty hesitant about this play, but I don't know. It seemed pretty good to me. Now the real question is, all right, where does Sander go from here? What's the plan? Well, doesn't Espeon do damage for all of your energy in play? So I guess Sander could attack with Espeon. I don't know if Sander plays Psychic Energy, though. I wish I'd let him cook and see what happens. Oh, I guess another way Sander can, like, set up his art aggressively is through the Guardy's ability, where the Guardy, like, attaches energy from the top deck, right? All right, I'm so interested to see how this breaks down. There's a Gardevoir. Gets 2. So it does play 2 Gardevoir. This is what I'm most curious about. Is like once you get to this point. What does Sander do? Is there a hard line of play that you go for? Did you attack with Gardevoirs in this matchup? What is it? What is the attack on Gardevoir? I don't even know what the attack on Gardevoir does. Isn't it 60 plus 30 for each psych? No, what is the attack on Gardevoir, actually? I don't know what the attack on Gardevoir does. I think it might be a little bit better. I think it might be okay, actually. Gets rid of Dusknoir, Dream Ball, and Ralts. Gets the second Gardevoir, though. So has hella draw power. Like, that's one thing Sander is cooking with. Sander has hella draw power. But I don't know if the draw power actually leads... So I don't know if this leads to anything. What does this lead to? Sander's like, I've done it. I've used my Dream Ball. I'll concede. Like, retreat to Snorlax and pass. Just tank some Cram hits, it looks like, is the plan here for Sander. Fire Energy to the Manaphy so it can't get Sableye. There's the pass. Okay. I mean, just punching here as Arnie seems fine to me. Arnie also plays the Dragonite, so the Dragonite will be able to, like, kind of swing through anything at some point. I don't know how aggressive Arnie needs to be here, though. Just a Primate Wisdom. Yeah, Primate Wisdom swing just seems fine to me. I don't know. Just, yeah, punch. I don't hate it. You're giving Sander a ton of time, potentially, to work with, though. You got to know that Sander plays some count of Scoop Up Net. Escape Rope, Scoop Up Net, Choice Belt, Regigigas, like... It's crazy out here. All right. I mean, what's the play? All right, Peonia again. Uh-oh. Dream Ball just probably wants the Pal Pad, I would assume. We're just looking for the Pal Pad here. Get rid of the Choice Belt. There's a Dragonite there for Arnie, though. Might regret that Choice Belt discard. We'll see. Or put back. And is it a pass? All right, there's the pass. I think the one thing Arnie should try and set up here is the Zamazenta as soon as possible. Has the boss in hand once again. What's the Heavy Ball on top of the deck? I don't know why we haven't burned that yet. You don't know if Sander plays... I mean, you saw Sander play a Marnie. I like the Sableye bench. I'd like the Zam to be benched here as well, because both the Greninja and the Zam KO Zard. So, not Zard. No, Zard. Not Zard. What am I trying to say? Both of them KO Zard? Yeah, both of them KO Zard. Yeah, Zard. That's what I'm talking about. I also want to hate to see a Sableye play here from Arnie. Knock out the active. Set up some damage on the Espeon to get KO'd by the Dragonite, to be honest. I think that would be a pretty good play. Okay. I assume now we're going to see something from Sander, but we'll see. Is now the time that Sander actually makes a play? Maybe Sander can, like, attack with Charizard plus Roxanne. Maybe that's the play, is you attack with Charizard plus Roxanne. But the Greninja's on the bench ready to go to respond to a Charizard. So, like, Sander's just going to keep digging. I just want to know what he's digging for. I assume we'll find out eventually here. Is it just going to be a pass again? No. Think about using the other. Hasn't used that second Gardevoir yet, so I can't imagine you ever don't use this Gardevoir. It'd be interesting to not use it. Is that a deck out from Sander? I'd be curious to know if there's any cards left in Sander's deck. Rod. Okay. Charizard, Snorlax. That is it. Nope. Charizard, Drapion. That is it. Nope. Charizard, Snorlax. Okay. Got some poke in there. We could see a Charizard attack here from Sander. But what is that? Oh my! What does it do? What does it do? What does it lead to? I don't know. I assume grab Charizard here, and not the Snorlax. Here comes the Magma Basin. Takes 2. But like I said, there's the response of the Greninja on the bench here for Arnie. Attach return with another Fire Energy. Not sure what was just played there. Oh, we have the boss KO on the Greninja here. Okay, okay. Maybe we are cooking. Maybe. We probably have the Zam response here, though, from Arnie. Would assume so. Here's the KO. How many more Zard attacks does Sander have here? There's the Zam in the hand. There's a Recycler in the hand as well. Ball down. Dragonite to hand. Dragonite's also an attacker that can be utilized at some point. There's a Mirage Gate. Okay. But is there actually any energy? Oh, there's a Training Court as well. Okay, so the attack should be possible here. Arnie. The question is, what attacker do you want to use? Probably, I don't know. I think Arnie could have actually set up for the... Arnie could have had... If Arnie had Sableye last turn, could have set up for the Dragonite play for this turn and just won the game, to be honest. I think Arnie should have like put a little bit more pressure on the field of Sander. Right, because you could have Sableyed the Espeon, right? Yeah, you could have Sableyed Espeon. I think Arnie could have put a little bit more pressure on the field here. Oh, plays the gate off the rip. Just goes for it. So we're not doing any of the big plays. Arnie is attacking with Sableye here. But this makes you think Arnie is like realizing that play now. So I'm assuming that's what Arnie's looking for here, is that play now. Is Arnie's going to look for set up the Espeon to die to Dragonite and then set up the Charizard to get KO'd by Cram. So that way you can just go Sableye this turn, Cram next turn. Sableye this turn, set up the Zard, plus set up the Espeon to get KO'd by the Dragonite. Is gonna be my guess here as to what's happening. Okay, boom. 6/6. Oh, but doesn't even set up the Zard to get KO'd by the Cram. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like we could have set up the Zard to get KO'd by Cram. I feel like that was like a pretty good play. Because who knows how many more Zards Sander can even make, right? Like, who knows how many more Zards it's even possible for Sander to make. I would assume not a ton. Escape Rope. I mean, Cram seems like a fine send up here to me. Escape Rope was... I guess you need the reset here on the Zard from Sander, though, for sure. Can't set up Zard because of Espeon? Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm trolling. Never mind. You can't set up Zard because of the Espeon. Okay. True. Very true. Very true. Don't mind me. All right. Well, game is set up here for Arnie. If you can put together the Dragonite play, which of course Sander doesn't know that Arnie plays the Dragonite, but it's possible it's there. I think we're just gonna see a Marnie or a Roxanne here though from Sander. Yep, there's a Roxanne. All right, here we go. Roxanne. We'll see if Arnie... It's going to be hard for Arnie to draw back into the combo, to be honest. It'll be pretty difficult. It is possible. It'll be tough. All right, 2 cards. We'll have some time to get there, though, because Sander does have 4 prize cards left, and I don't know how often Sander can reset the Charizard. I'm actually surprised Sander didn't bench the Gigas V. before rock sanding. Although I don't know how many cards left Sander had. I'm assuming we'll see the Gigas V get benched this turn, though. But then it could get Sableye, I guess. I feel like you want the ability. What does Gigas' VSTAR do again? It discards one of your opponent's bench Pokemon? Yeah, my assumption would be that you'd want the Gigas in play now. Have the option of it next turn. Because Arnie is starting to run out of bench Pokemon. Such a weird deck. I don't know if there's any energy left for Sander to put on the Gigas to protect it from Sableye, though. Alright, I should knock out on the Cram. Comfy up. Did get a Colress, so it's possible Arnie can set this play up in 2 turns. Here's a Colress. We're looking for Trading Court, Mirage Gates, Recycler. Ooh, there's a Roxanne as well there for Arnie. That could be good. I want to see Primate Wisdom first here, so you don't you don't get a bad. Oh, we could just see the Roxanne get played this. Oh no, we Coalition to the Roxanne here. Gets rid of the Comfy instead of retreating to Comfy. Actually, that's interesting. I think I would like to have seen the retreat to Comfy here. Right, Wisdom to throw the boss on top, it looks like. We're getting close here for Arnie. Not quite there, though. Retreating to Sableye. Sableye can KO the Gardevoir. Would get him the Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod doesn't seem that important, but I assume we're KOing Gardevoir here. Well, I don't even know how much HP Gardevoir has. Maybe it is. Oh, just 12 to the Espeon. Okay. I mean, that does open up more outs for the boss, I guess, from Arnie, right? So maybe it does make sense. Why hasn't Arnie benched the Zamazenta yet? I think Arnie's kind of trolling for not benching Zam here. I wonder if Sander has any energy left to like protect their Pokemon. Appreciate the 9-month sub there, Ultra. Yeah, I guess you have more options with the boss now. It doesn't have to be from. You could like eventually get to the point where Cram KOs Espeon, I guess. Yeah, you can eventually get to the point where Cram KOs Espeon. Taking out the Gardevoir did seem reasonable as well, but I guess it depends how many cards Sander has left in deck. Because if Sander can just like draw the whole deck with one more Gardevoir use, then it doesn't really matter. Sander's gonna have to make an action here sometime soon, though. There's like nothing in the hand. Oh, there's a Thornton. Okay, there is a Thornton. So you could see Thornton into the Regigigas. There's a Quick Ball in hand as well. Could see Scoop Up Net on Manaphy and then shuffle the energy back into the deck. Scoop Net on the Charizard. Send up the Gardevoir. Okay, this will potentially give an attack with this. You need another energy for the Zard, though. Quick Ball the Zard. So I guess. Wait, what is happening here? Oh, Thornton Manaphy into Charizard. Okay, that's kind of sick. Thornton Manaphy into Charizard. Okay, Zard's attacking again. And it's possible to get. You have one more energy you could shuffle into the deck now with the Ordinary Rod. Alright, that is pretty sick, to be honest. Okay, retreat to Zard. And then Zard is getting another knockout here. Going down to 2 prize cards left for Sander. Definitely running out of resources. There's the KO. I think we're going to have to see, like, the... Not sure what the question was there. They still have 4 minutes left. All right. Are we good? I have no clue as to what the... It didn't seem like anything was going bad. Okay, so we have the Roxanne here from... I think we're going to want to see the Roxanne here from Arnie. We'll see. Starts with the Comfy. Has the gate. Is very close. Actually, might just have the play, to be honest. Oh, I think does have the play here, yeah. Yep. Lightning, Metal. Metal from the... Yep, and here is the boss on the Espeon. Yeah, all right. Arnie gets it up in the end. It kind of felt like it was going to go that way the whole time. It definitely feels like this deck does not have a great Lost Box matchup, like, at all. Yeah, usually just feels like this deck does not have a great Lost Box matchup at all.